we're going to go for a full bike accessory review. These are all the accessories I've been using on the Rad Rover since I've had it. Had the bike a few months now. About 650 miles on it. A good part of these accessories I've had the whole time. Links to all the accessories will be in the description. Now let's get started. Okay, we'll start with the rear view mirror. First thing you'll note with this mirror is that in order for it to be effective, you're going to have to move the position between the mirror and the PAS switch in order for the mirror to get to the leftmost position. Only the left half of the mirror is really going to be effective here. The right half is really just going to be a self view because it's not going to be able to hang off the side of the handlebar that much. The cell phone holder here is actually pretty good. It fits all different sizes, as you see. It sits on a little bit of a ball clamp here. Depending what kind of case you have, might determine the thickness here and the rattling. So it comes with different foams. This is an adhesive. It's kind of a one-time thing. I imagine it's going to wear over time, but honestly, I have no issue with it. It was cheap. Link is in the description down on Amazon. And here's what it looks like from the back. You can see the nut that tightens up the whole ball joint and allows you to change the orientation as well. So it's a little difficult to do one-handed, but if I pull this unlock this with one hand and do that, you can kind of learn. And you also learn once you do this one-handed, kind of like what your initial ratchet should be. Otherwise, when you put your phone like this, it'll just drop right through if it's too wide. So, but once again, I'm doing this one-handed right now. So that's it. I'm locking it in place, and once it's there, that's it. It's locked in place. And it's pretty sturdy. You can tighten it up with that other nut on the back. So it's all thumb screws, and you see it does move around, but it's okay. It's okay for regular road riding and such. I don't have a problem with it. Let's just say that. Okay, so the next piece here is the headlight. Now, yes, this bike, the Rover, does have its own headlight, which I have mounted down here, but it's just not that great. And honestly, you can never have too much headlight. I don't think so. So I ride at night sometimes, and you want to be able to shine at different angles if you want, or whatever. Don't be afraid to outfit with headlights. This one is rechargeable, USB right in the top there. It comes off, I'm going to say it comes off easily. There it goes. It's very bright. The first setting, it actually takes a minute to warm up. It looks like it's strobing on there, but it's not. And yeah, look, I mean, this is bright daylight right now, and you can see this guy cranking. So it has a few different levels to it. That's the next level down, and then there's a blink. I use the blink a lot. I use the blink a lot during the day. The more I can get people's attention when I'm driving on the roads, the better. People are not paying attention. Go the fender now, front fender. So this thing, once again, Amazon purchase. I do not like the way it looks, but it does the job. I can't say. The only issue I have is I don't use the front shock. Well, there's a different reason I don't use the front shock. One of the reasons is, right now in this configuration, this will hit. Otherwise, if you're looking at a fender like this, it's kind of a little silly looking. It does work. It's not great, but it's good. And I thought it would move around a lot more. This is the one, is the Big Buck, Planet Bike Big Buck. I'm sure this is just, their brand and some generic. It mounts under here. With an Allen key, which actually is a little odd to get under there sometimes to tighten it up. So it does remain a little loose sometimes, but it doesn't move around as much as I thought it would. And the other good thing for me is that my rack for the car requires a clamp right down on the wheel, and if a regular fender would be in the way, I am tempted to try a new fender, a better fender that'll be down. This is gonna be temporary, but it's working. So I'm just gonna leave it for now, even though I do wish it looks better. Okay, let's move on. So you're probably wondering what in God's name is this thing, and we'll save that for the end of the video. I don't always keep it here, just so you know. It just comes off very easily, pops off, boom. That's usually how I ride, and we'll show you what this is at the end of the video. Alright, we're now here at the back of the bike, and everything's mounted to this rack here. Let's first address this sore looking lock situation I have going on. This is just temporarily strapped here for this video, really. This is actually the good part. The advantage of this lock is that it's a flexible lock. I have mixed reviews on it. It is secure. There's plenty of tests, but you could YouTube that there's some tricks to ripping this thing apart. I'm not sure how easy it is, but obviously I've been trying it myself. The best part about it is that it's flexible, it's heavy duty, but somebody who knows how to deal with it may know how to get into it. I wouldn't rely on it as your only lock. Okay, this squiggly looking thing on the back is it's like a tie down, one of these rubbery, there'll be a link to it in the description. You find these everywhere now. I use them for everything. I think they're great. Let me just give you an idea. I'll just come here and hang my helmet. The water bottle carrier I use, it actually works very well. You can just use any standard water bottle. And I just have this zip tied in a couple spots, just kind of hold it in place. It's actually from an old bike. That's it. Very lightweight. Doesn't protrude off the side too much. You know, it does a little bit, but not horribly. And it's actually easy for me to grab when I'm riding the bike, which is nice. So this is my main bike bag. It's pretty big, and I've had it for some time. It's a toe peak bag. This bag holds a great deal. It's got a couple of side pockets, and this top part expands upward to give you even more storage in the main compartment. As I said, this bag is old, so I don't know if they sell this exact model, but they sell just something just like it. They're not selling this one. As you can see, this bungee here is a bit worn for wear, and this is stretched out, but I've used it a lot. What the nice part about this bag is that it locks in place right here. So what you do is you just come over here, you press this button, which unlocks this here through the spring. You can see it just easily slides off. And I just love it. Bam. Now, since we're talking about the bag, let's just talk about the rack really quick. And that in order for that feature to work, you do need a toe peak rack with the rail system. I think all their racks are like that. But that, you know, this is the toe peak system. I do recommend it. This whole rail acts as to hold that big bag down, and it's heavy. Now, if it, you know, well, it can be heavy depending on what you put in it. You could also strap the bag down to the rack itself. The rack is nice and wide, and I have a whole video on the toe peak rack set up specifically on the Rover. If you want to see that, I'll link in the description. Bungee cord is actually, this is not a bungee cord. I literally just bought this yesterday at Home Depot. It ratchets right here. I have it webbed around. I thought it was going to be more bungee. It's really actually more like paracord. But the main reason why I wanted this is that it was small, and there's enough of it that I could really web something if I need to, tie the bag down, tie something down to the bag, or use the rack without the bag, which I do often, and still have a way to secure things down to it. I was trying to use bungee cords, and they were always getting in the way of the rail system, so this rope system actually works very nicely. Here I have an Ibera frame. This normally mounts within the frame of the bike. This normally would be mounted here. And that's actually what I had it for from one of my other bikes. And what happened was I had it laying around and I'm like, you know, when I don't have this big bag on the rack, I still want to have like a bag to throw crap in, just as my everyday stuff. So this actually works as a great side saddle. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's narrow because it's meant to stay. It's meant to stay within the frame, so it stays tight to the side of the rack. It's just got one big old pouch in there. And it actually works well because everything funnels down to right here. It's not bouncing around a lot. I have to say, I actually like this. Now, this pouch is also great because it's nice and deep and big to hold my ridiculous set of keys that are needed for the e-bike. This is just my bike keys. Now, what's with all these keys? This is a key that locks the bike to the car rack. Rover key, that's the e-bike key itself. This is to my light lock that's on the floor there. This is to another lock because if I really want to lock the bike up, I need two locks. House key. The key that goes to the car rack that locks the car rack to the car. Now, if you're wondering what that sound is, so I promised you I'd tell you what this was at the end of the video, so here we go. First, let's go to our bag. And what do we need this giant bag for? Well, we have other accessories. And one of my main accessories is this guy. And before we open that, here's the bike lock. So you start getting an idea how much weight's in this bike. But what's in this? Ta-da! Oh yeah, it's a drone. It's Mavic. And if you haven't figured it out yet, and this puppy's gonna mount right to my handlebars. For this particular mount, it has this ball mount, which I actually like. I think someone might have 3D printed this thing. Whatever it is, you just have to make sure you put it on the right way. Put this on first, and then this just pops in. That's it. Tighten it down. I can adjust the orientation here. Now, what's also nice about this mount is I don't believe, I can for the most part fold this up. Now, I'm not going to get into the... Let me just a little more. Alright, that was with the homemade mounts and everything. This is by far the best thing. Now, the last piece of magic to really make this great is to get a shorter iPhone cord. It even has a right angle on it, so I'm going to come here, just whoops, pop that guy right there, come over here, this guy plugs in like so, bam, and check that out. That, I can't tell you, this works great. And it's not all that obnoxious. The antennas should stay up, but for the most part, it might look a little bit now. It looks like I have a couple of things, but you know, it's for the most part, what's nice is it doesn't feel heavy on the steering. It's very easy to use. I can even operate it right here, just like that. That's great. And this is it. I have full drone control like this. Alright, so we got the light lock now mounted in a new spot there. As you can see, it actually is, could be a good reflector. Oh boy, this bag is ridiculously heavy. So big bag. Tripod. Joby, drone, hat. Hope you like this accessory review. I'm going to be continuing to do more videos, so please like and subscribe. Feel free to comment with questions. Feel free to comment with other things that you might want to see. It'd be interesting to hear your feedback. Thank you.